I'm going to answer those quiz questions on the endocrine system, and there's a diagram I drew to support one of the answers. So, quiz number 1, describe the main function of the endocrine system. So, endocrine system is basically a network of glands that produce hormones to regulate the human body functions like metabolism or growth or developments and other body part functions. Case number 2, list and describe 4 glands of the endocrine system, including what hormones they secrete. So there is, first of all, there is a, pituitary glands, and there is a thyroid glands and parathyroid glands and the adrenal glands. So the pituitary glands is located at the base of the hypothalamus in the brain. So hormones secreted from the pituitary gland they are playing very important role in many developmental process, especially like the developments during the early youth and like puberty. And thyroid gland is located at the lower portion of the neck, and it secretes the hormones that is helping to control the a lot of different things, but the like a calorie control, calorie consumption, or some blood calcium level, or some bone growth, or some other. They're maintaining a lot of balances in the body. And there are also the parathyroid glands that is closely related to thyroid glands and the hormones it is secreting. So their function is also very pretty similar to the thyroid glands. And the last, adrenal glands, is located superior at the top of our kidney. Those hormones, they are hormones secreted from the adrenal gland is responsible for doing a lot of different things, but like maintaining our blood sodium levels, or they are also doing something with responding to stress, or they are also related to producing the sex hormones. And piece number 3, describe the physical and physiological effect that stress has on the endocrine system. So when we are under stress, the endocrine system just will release a lot of the hormones. For example, like adrenaline, which will increase the heart rate and the blood pressure. Basically they are just putting oxygen in the system. And also there's a cortisol that increase the glucose level in the blood. They are just giving some sugar to move, act our body. So basically stress just has a lot of effect in our endocrine system. They will release a lot of different hormones for our body to react. And case number 4, compare and contrast the autocrine secretions and paracrine secretions. So this is the diagram I drew to support. So this is the autocrine secretion. So there are those dots are chemical messenger, and these are receptors. So this autocrine secretion acts on the cell that produce that hormones. Act on the same cell. So chemical messengers is secreted by this cell, and they just directly influence the same cell. So the receptors is getting those signals all by themselves. And this is the paracrine secretion. So this paracrine secretion means they are acting locally. So one cell secreting the signals, so secreting the chemical messenger, and it is influencing. They are just getting the, well, they are delivering the message to the older cells in the region, in the, it is local region, so they are just influencing all of these cells within the local region. And piece number 5, describe how diabetes interacts the endocrine system. So the diabetes is a disease that affects how the body uses blood sugar, I mean the blood glucose. So the pancreas is responsible for producing insulin. That is responsible for the controlling the amount of glucose in our blood. So diabetic patients have problems with their pancreas, so that their pancreas can really produce enough insulin, so they cannot really control the blood glucose by themselves. And question number 6, explain some ways in which hormone secretion can be regulated. So there are a couple of ways, like hypothalamus, they can control the secretion, hormone secretion, and the nervous system, they can also stimulate the glands to release the hormones, and the glands itself, they themselves can sense changes in the body, changes in the internal organs, then secrete the hormones as a response by themselves on their own.